Alright, welcome back to anyone joining me, especially from the last stream. We're going to quickly make our way to Ibiza in this King Air 350 from Aerofoil Labs. I've modified the sounds by installing some of FTSim's latest sound mods for this aircraft. So we'll be testing that out tonight as, again, we make our way to Ibiza. As you can see, I'm flying online, so we've got a bunch of other aircraft here to worry about. We've got someone on final approach, someone taxiing to take off, and then we've got another aircraft here at the gate, presumably getting ready to depart. Currently, we are located on the general aviation area of the Palma de Mallorca Airport, International Airport. And the aircraft is cold and dark, as I like it, and I thought I'd showcase some of the features of this aircraft, as it really is an excellent add-on for X-Plane 11 at least. So as you may have noticed, we've got our fuel truck here, and on the other side, as you might see, well, as you will see in a few minutes, would be the ground power unit. What we're going to do first, before we start her up, is the pre-flight. I'm going to do a few steps just to save some time, so we don't have to do the entire walk around, but I'd just like to show some of the features of this aircraft, which is really clever in my opinion, because again, you know, speaking from someone with a long career, virtual career, flying simulators, you know, just being able to walk around the aircraft is something special to me, let alone being able to actually physically pre-flight. And even now, today, not all aircraft come with this feature, so I thought I'd just show a few of the steps for anyone that might be interested in getting this aircraft for their sim. So we'll go ahead and we'll close this little baggage compartment, if I can remember the click spot. There we go. I mean, look how well, or how detailed that is. I mean, crazy detail. We'll leave the chocks in place for now. I don't think the parking brakes are on. We can actually remove the tie downs. We'll go this way around, I guess. There should be a pitot cover here somewhere. Not mistaken. I'm probably mistaken. I got some random Spanish livery for the aircraft just so that, you know, we fit in. Oh, and as you can see, we've got virtual passengers this time, as well as pilots. We go ahead and remove the different covers for the engines. The pitot tubes are right here in front. There's another little, I think that's where the stall warning mechanism is, or whatever you call it. There used to be an actual walking mechanic for this aircraft where you hear footsteps. I don't know if they removed that in an update. It was a bit glitchy, if I'm completely honest. Right, there's a tie down on the other side of the aircraft, I think. Yeah. Don't know what happened to the one on this side. Oh, did I remove it? I think I removed it. Here's the ground power unit already working. We can maybe increase the environmental sound effects here so we can hear them a bit better. Here we go. Plugged into the aircraft, giving the aircraft some AC power while the engines are running. Unlike the Airbus that we flew a few minutes ago, this does not have an APU. The only jet engines that it has are the two powering the propeller. Or propellers, sorry. Anywho, removing the rest of the tie downs, we can move over. I just want to show the refueling mechanic, which is pretty cool. Let's just get this camera to cooperate with me here. There we go. So yeah, in the original pre-flight mechanic, you could walk around and actually physically step on the ladder. Oh, here's the stall tab thing. So what you would do is you would first put the ground wire in place, and then you can pop in the actual refueling nozzle thing, and literally just refuel the aircraft and put in as much as you'd like. But I've already filled her up, so we don't want to add too much more than we need to. Otherwise, we're going to imbalance things. But I found that to be a very cool, nifty feature. So what we can do, if you don't want to do the walk around yourself, you can actually just click on these buttons to remove all the components. I'm going to jump into the cockpit here quickly and remove the control locks and get rid of the controls altogether. You can open and close the window if you like. There is something I wanted. Oh yeah, the parking brake. We can go back to this little menu here on the side and remove the rest of the stuff that we don't want. So the fuel truck, we can tell it to go away. We can remove the chocks and we can close the doors because everyone should be aboard. You can actually open the partitions here if you want to. You should be able to do the one there in the back. I've turned off being able to see the passengers in the inside view just to save on some performance. Right. Ooh, another cool feature that I specifically got for this aircraft is the Garmin Gtn. I think it's the 750 GPS. I mean, I'll admit I probably spend too much money on flight simulation equipment and gear. And this Garmin is part of that situation. It's a realistic. It's actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's made available by Garmin themselves. It's not some mock GPS unit. This is an actual simulation of the real thing, licensed by Garmin. You even, I think if you click on one of the USB ports here somewhere, you can actually upload charts, or I don't know. That's a feature I don't have. That's something I think you need to pay extra for. You need to actually be part of the Garmin club. If that makes any sense. So for the most part, we've just got the GTN 750s in here. We've got two of them, not one but two. And we're going to be using that to make our way to Ibiza. Okay, so hopefully air traffic control will stay online for us. I've pushed the time back a little bit. I might have to do so a little bit more just to give us a bit more time so we can actually see Ibiza when we get to it. Shouldn't be a long flight. Oh yes, I've mapped this to a bunch of things on my actual hardware. I just need to make sure that I have them configured correctly. That's the starters. Okay. Alright, I think that works. And my throttle systems here, I need to quickly configure. Just forgot to do that. There's the thing. I've been looking all over for this microphone sock that's just fallen off. I literally looked, I probably spent 30 minutes looking for it. Every inch of this desk was looked for. Let me just put it on the microphone. I can have it closer to my mouth and you don't hear the p-p-p. Alright, I'm just configuring my throttle system here. I actually have, I'm not trying to flex or anything, but I have the, I got two sets of throttles here so that I could actually, should stop saying the word actually too much, so that I can physically move these levers individually, which just really helps with the immersion. The only trick here is there's not much of a dead zone here before I hit the beta range. But if I make it any bigger, it becomes quite annoying. So this is, to me, the best part of this aircraft. Turboprops, like I said in the description of the video, I'm obsessed with them. I love them. The sounds they make, especially when the props transition from, you know, their ground idle to their fine, ground fine, and also eventually into the reverse zones here as you play around in the beta. And they really got it right. At least the original sound pack did. I really hope that this new sound pack does it justice. Otherwise, I'm going to be really peeved off. Right, so without further delay, let's get ourselves up and running here. I just want to make sure I've removed all the stuff from the outside. We'll do a ground power unit, a ground power unit start thing. I don't know if I have to actually call for permission to start up here. I'm going to assume not, so we're going to start her up right now. Ooh, sounds are already sounding very different. So with most aircraft where you play with the engines or anything that can catch a light, you want to test to make sure that those systems are working. Ooh, I'm liking the sound so far. So we know that the fire systems and indication systems are working. The external power unit thing is flashing to say it's available, so we're going to connect the external power. You can check. Okay, they've taken that sound away. I don't know why. No sound on that. Anyways, moving right along. It's getting dark, so we're going to put our navigation lights on. I think I can use this. Oh, I can use this. Okay, so I've even got the buttons on my flight yoke that work. Okay. Now again, I have not flown this guy in a long time, so please bear with me as I try and figure things out, or if I do things out of sequence. Let's just go to the flight plan here. I should have a new one. Lipa to Lib. Echo Charlie, Kilo Juliet, Quebec. That is a mouthful. That's going to be difficult. It says flight level 11 here, but I filed for flight level 130, but okay. We'll take whatever we can get, I guess. And we need a block fuel of about 1,000 pounds, I think that is. So we have almost 1,000 pounds in each side, so with nothing in the aux tanks. So we got more than twice the amount of fuel that we need for the trip. All right, happy with that. I guess, yeah, let's just start her up. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about here for now. So the beacon can come on. So that's the red flashy light. And we'll be using the electrical power from this guy to start our first engine, and we're going to tell them then to disconnect so we can start our second engine. So here we go. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I don't think I'm missing anything here, right? Everything's off. I think we can do this. So starter comes up. Ooh. Wait for about 16 on the N1 there. And we bring up the condition lever. Got light up. Make sure she doesn't overtemp. We're waiting for 60% here. Doesn't sound too bad. 60%, we turn off the starter. Engine should be self-sufficient. I actually noticed that the engine took a lot quicker to start up than normal. And that again is because we have the external power on. You'll notice that if you turn the external power off and you do it without the engine, or without the external power, it starts up slowly. And I think you might see that with the second engine. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the external power now. The batteries should be charged enough for us to be able to start on a normal charge now without having to wait for it to charge up. So we're going to start the second one. 16% we're looking for there. See, it's starting up a little bit slower. Fuel's in. Light up. Sorry, light up over there. Say the engines are a little underwhelming, the sounds to me. Okay, they're 60%. Turn the starter off. We're going to go ahead and unfeather the props here. Could have actually unfeathered them. That's probably why they sound different, because I had them feathered. They weren't supposed to be feathered. Ooh, sounding juicy, as one of my favorite streamers say. Ooh, sounds good. What happens if I... Ah. Alright, enough messing around. We're gonna turn on the generators. Where's the inverter? There they are. Inverter's coming on. Avionics coming on. And this guy, no, other way, there we go, this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Should be our displays, they should come alive shortly. The bleed air is not on yet, which is fine. I think the engine RPM is sufficient to support any bleed air right now. My mic on? Or have I been talking? Okay, cool. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's just turn it down just a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna just ask for clearance here. Ooh, I'm liking the sound. Likey. Let's get the ATIS quickly if the air traffic controller is still online. Looks like he is. 11925. 11925. 181 in the standby window. Okay, I think we need to turn. There we go.
Arrival runway 24 left. Expect ILS Yankee approach runway 24 left. Transition level 070. Surface wind 220 degrees. 7 knots. Visibility 0 kilometers or more. View 2,000 feet. Temperature +16. Dew point +12. QNH 1014. This was Palma on the Lorca Airport ATIS information Bravo.
Oh, it's 1183.
Airport ATIS information Bravo. And time 16.
Ooh, my call sign is going to be a mouthful, so let's write that down as well. ECKJQ. I was supposed to tell them to remove the card before I start the second engine, but anyways. I don't know how I feel about the outside sound, the external sound. Anyways. But this internal sound's not bad. Palma Tower, King Air, Echo, Charlie, Kilo, Juliet, Quebec. Oh shit. No, but that shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't matter. Oh no, this is ADF. Never mind. Did you not hear me? Am I not transmitting? What's going on here? Oh, why are we on... Sorry, that needs to be on standby. Palma Tower, King Air, Kilo, Juliet, Quebec. Maybe he's pissed off about... Not hearing me? Let me text him quickly. Good afternoon, Kilo Juliet, Quebec is requesting RFR clearance to Ibiza as filed, flight level 130.
Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec, standby. Break, Sarina 067, taxi to holding point runway 24 right via Papa South Link and North.
Actually requested flight level 150 in the flight plan, so we'll see what happens.
Sarina 067. Yes, sorry about that. We had a little problem with the microphone. Taxi to holding point 24 right via Papa and South End Link. Iberia 2563, viento 220 grados, 072, pista 24 derecha, autorizado a despegar. Autorizado a despegar 24 derecha, Iberia 2563. Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec, nivel de vuelo 150 no está is not available.
I
150 is not available for Ibiza.
he thinks
This has to be flight level standby.
was he speaking Spanish to me or English?
110. Can I accept flight level 110?
Hey firm, we can take flight level 110.
So Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec, you are cleared to Ibiza via Nelux 1 Alpha departure runway 24 right. Initially climb 4,000 feet and squawk 6207.
Good to Ibiza has filed amended altitude flight level 110, departing 24 right via the Nelux 1 Alpha departure, initial climb 4,000 and squawk 6207 for King Air Kilo Juliet Quebec.
Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec, feedback correct country por ready for startup.
We've started up, we'll call you ready for taxi next then, Kilo Juliet Quebec next.
Roger, do you request it now?
Negative.
Roger.
Alright, so I need to convert, I have a converter here, I need to convert whatever QNH 1014 is. Where is that? No.
Yes, 067, what holding point or what you for right, are we supposed to get it to?
So I should have trusted the flight planning software there because it gave me 11,000 feet initially. I thought that was too low, but okay. 290904. Okay, there we go, close enough. So 4,000 feet initially. And it will be... Alright, so now let's construct the flight plan here. Oops, wrong button here. Nope, still wrong. Oh, not too wrong, but anyways. So we're going... So it's just one waypoint, Nelux. So it might actually be better than to do it this way. LEIB for Ibiza. And then we can go to procedures and do the departure. So it's one waypoint, but it's shared between the two airports. So we'll have it as part of the departure list here. Yes, so that's a lot. The Nelux, you said 1 Alpha. Jeepers, that's a lot of procedures. There, Nelux 1 Alpha. Runway 24 right. Low departure. And I don't think we'll have anyone on the other side. But we're going to go ahead and load the arrival in as well. Also Nelux. And it will be the 1 November, it looks like, was suggested to me by the... That's a very convoluted arrival. We'll definitely be taking a shortcut there somewhere. Okay, so we have the flight plan loaded. I like to put this one on the TCAS. That's where we are. Oh wow, this thing actually has the taxiways for this airport. That's pretty cool. far right. I think this is too far right. Yeah, right? No, this is 6 right. Ouch. This is going to be a long taxi. Ooh, it's going to be a long taxi. Okay. Right. We're going to go ahead and put the bleeder on here and get the ECS going here. So normal, environmental. Oh, that's yeah, never mind. We can do the off blower, heater. No, that's not necessary. I don't think. Oop. I already sapped a lot of power. Oh no, he took away my warning toads. That sucks. Alright, so it looks like we're ready to go here. There's just one thing I want to do, and that's just get the take-home performance information. Alright. I'm going to keep this little cheat on where it shows the aircraft because I feel like I'd have a co-pilot normally that would be able to keep track of this for me. Although this is a single pilot operation, I think. Okay. So for this one, it's 9,800, and we'll make it, well, 9,800, we'll get it down. The heading is, sorry, it's this one, 10,700. 10,700. The runway heading is 238. Gradient will leave as 0, the safety margin 10. We're going to have the flaps, keep the flaps up, I guess. Bleeder, air conditioning on. It's a very long runway. The anti-ice is not. Well, yeah, we'll have it on because I think it needs to be on for taxi takeoff. All right. So those are my markers. It sets it there for me. That's good. Let's get the departure procedure open here. We should probably also get the arrival one, but I want to get up in the air here before the sun sets. So Lux 1 Alpha, this guy. We'll hopefully have enough time to grab the charts for the other side. Alright, so this is basically climb on the radial 236 to Bakax, direct to Iduli, and we're going to hope that the GPS has replicated that. I think it's just basically a straight out departure, and then once we hit Iduli, we go over to Nelex on this. Yeah, so it's replicated it quite nicely, so that's good. Alright, I'm ready to go, I think. Except for I almost forgot to put in my new squawk code here, 6207. There we are. And we're going to have the tilt of the radar up. Put it on standby for now. Auto feather is off, left bleeder is still off. What's my... my right generator wasn't actually fully connected, but it is now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put on the anti-ice. I think that prevents it from FOD. Windshield and anti-ice to normal. Pitot heat on. And a little stall warning. And put that to auto and taxi light on. Uh-oh. There we go, I need that source on. 238. Data. He's having problems with his mic.
Sardinia 067, you are on runway 24 left. Roger, sorry about that. We'll go to runway 24, right? Sardinia 067, requesting backtrack from runway 24 left and exit at holding point Hotel 9. What we can do is you enter on runway and vacate the runway by Sierra 1, okay? And you continue taxi. Roger that, backtrack from 24 left by Sierra 1 and exit the gate from 24 left by Sierra 1 and resume taxi. Sorry about that, usually 067.
Palma Tower, Kilo Juliet, Quebec, ready for taxi.
Echo Charlie Kilo, standby please.
Okay, now's a good time to take out this chart so we can keep track of what the hell he's going to tell us.
Echo Charlie Juliet Quebec, can you confirm me you are ready for copy?
Say again for Kilo Juliet, Quebec.
Kilo Juliet Quebec, ready for copy?
I'm ready to copy.
Kilo Juliet Quebec, here to destination Ibiza via Nelux 1 Alpha runway 24.
Wait, why does he give you this to me again?
Initial climb. Wait a moment. Yes, initial climb 6,000 feet, QNH 1014, squawk 6207.
Roger, we're cleared to Ibiza's file, the Nelux 1 Alpha, Alpha runway 24 right, 6,000 initials, climb, and QNH 1024, squawk 6207, Kilo Juliet, Quebec. Why is he giving me my clearance again?
Kilo Juliet Quebec, retrack is correct.
Kilo Juliet, Quebec, read back correct, and we are ready for taxi.
Kilo Juliet Quebec, do you need startup or you are ready for taxi now?
Ready for taxi.
Copy, sir. Taxi to holding point, Hotel 2, via gate Quebec, link north.
Holding point Hotel 2 via Quebec and link north for Kilo Juliet, Quebec. Alright. So it's this way, and Hotel 2. Okay. So it's intuitive. Here we go. Brakes released. I wonder if I should put my tracker on here quickly. Let's do this without. Alright, we're in business. I think this is the taxiway, right? Let's go into beta here. Nah, this doesn't sound better than the original. I'm gonna have to change it back. The best part of a turboprop, this guy's kind of ruined. I mean, it's not really making that growl when you're supposed to go over into the beta mode. Alright, we're not using, oops. This is Quebec, right? Oop. Got distracted there. Oh, I'm doing wrong here. I'm doing wrong. Where is this Quebec? No, this is Quebec. Right? No, I don't think this is Quebec. I think this is Quebec on the inside here.
Kilo Juliet Quebec, I suggest continue by South Link. South Link to North Sur. Continue by Inner and lay and then hold short gate Juliet.
Continue via Inner and holding short Gate Juliet. Kilo Juliet Quebec.
Sardinia 067. Taxi to holding point. Hotel 2. Yeah. Link and north. Taxi holding point. Hotel 2 via Link and north. Sardinia 067.
Okay, maybe that was Quebec. See, I didn't have the zoomed in chart, but anyways, it says continue straight and I think straight. Hold short of that Juliet. Ah, there's another aircraft. Ooh, this is fun. This is what makes online flying worth it. Make sure this trim is set for takeoff. So this is Kilo, so we're just going to continue straight ahead here. There's Airbus there. I think it's the A319. Model matching is pretty good. We need to hold short here, but I presume it's because of that aircraft. We're just going to stand by here. Kilo Juliet Quebec's holding short Juliet. Continue taxi, link, North Link to Hotel 2, holding point 424 right, Kilo Juliet Quebec. Shit, this call sign's a mouthful to me. You gotta imagine what it's like for this poor guy. Nah, I'm not impressed. I mean, we'll hear when it comes time to do the takeoff, but I'm not enjoying these sounds as much as I do the original ones. No offense to the guy who makes them, because he makes some really cool sometimes. What the hell are they talking about? Okay, I'm not seeing anyone else, so we should clear onto the North Link here. Or off of the North Link here as we make our way.
New York Tower, good afternoon. Golf Charlie Delta Hotel uniform inbound. Last station calling Palma Tower, can you repeat please? Good afternoon, Golf Charlie Delta Hotel uniform.
How does that look like it's off?
900 with information Charlie. I'm 20 miles south.
Someone's flying Flight Simulator 2020.
New York Airport, intending inbound and to join the control
Look at the wing flex, a little bit of bounce happening there. I love this thing.
Notify reaching Sierra.
I haven't been focusing here. Where's Hotel 2?
Charlie Delta
Is this Hotel 2 in front of us?
Squawk.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wind 2330 degrees, 08 knots, runway 24.
So this guy's clearly not using the same scenery that I'm using, so he's a little off this taxiway there. I'm going to try and bring us to a stop here.
QNH 1014, runway 24 left.
Parking brake set.
Go for Hotel Uniform.
We're just going to go through
We'll notify
some
you.
checks here. King Air, Kilo Juliet Quebec, ready in sequence, 24 right.
Go Charlie, Juliet, Kilo Juliet, your number to pass departure standby. Break. Sierra Delta Golf 067. Can you hear me? You're ready for departure? Yes, Romeo 067, ready for departure. Sierra Delta Golf 067. Wind
So,
0 degrees, 0
no flap takeoff.
Clear to take off.
We're going to keep the bleed airs on, like I said, so that should be fine. We've got plenty of runway. He's been cleared for takeoff.
Kilo Juliet Quebec behind 8320 Neo. Line up and wait behind.
Line up and wait behind the A3, the Airbus in front of us. Kilo Juliet Quebec. I don't know if it's an A320 or an A390.
Golf Charlie Delta Hotel Uniform overhead Sierra Whiskey 1,600 feet. Golf Charlie Delta Uniform
Oops, sticking my head out the window there a little.
left downwind runway 24 left. Join downwind.
Don't want to get too close to this guy.
Golf Hotel Uniform. Yes. Join left downwind.
Alright, we're gonna turn on our altimeter
Left hand downwind runway.
and just go ahead and turn on all the other lights because I'm not going to be able to do that looking down. Everything else looks like it's ready to go. We're going to hit the toga switch here. And the nav button. Okay, all the windows and doors are closed. Lights are as they should be. Look at that, don't you look beautiful? There she goes. Come out of Ibiza here. Make her way onto the runway.
Approaching 24 right.
Confirmed.
On runway 2.
Okay, he's off the runway.
Flaps, flaps.
Yeah, okay, this lady's gonna scream because I don't have my flaps down, but she doesn't know that it's normal for this aircraft not to have flaps down.
Sierra Delta Golf 067. Contact Palma Porsche 119.45.
119.4. Oh, we got another air traffic control online. So they need to wait for a bit before they give me takeoff clearance so that I don't have to worry about that guy's wake turbulence. We've also got another aircraft to our left here. So there we are, ready to go.
Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec. Wind 2330 degrees, 08 knots. Runway 24 right. Clear for takeoff.
2 for right, clear for takeoff. Kilo Quebec, Juliet Quebec. That don't make sense. What was it doing there? Anyways, here we go. Watching the torque gauge, making sure we're not over torquing the engine.
Airspeed alive. Auto feather lights on. 60 knots.
Power set.
Golf Hotel uniform, downwind, runway 24 left.
And we're off. Tap the brakes. Gear up.
Notify on base.
Attitudes check.
Wilco, Golf Charlie Delta, hotel uniform.
Flaps indicates up.
Golf Charlie Delta, hotel uniform, notify on base. Notify on base. Golf Charlie Delta, hotel uniform. Echo Charlie Juliet Quebec. Contact Palma Port 119.4.
119.4. Thanks for the ATC and apologize for the call sign. Kilo Juliet Quebec. I thought it was funny. Can't even hear yourself changing the RPM. Nah, the sound pack's not good. Palma approach, good afternoon. Echo Charlie, Kilo Juliet Quebec. Continue climb flight level 110, Kilo Juliet Quebec. Okay, it's a bit soft. That's fine. Alright, we're going to keep it about 95% of the torque. The ITT is still good. We brought the prop RPM down for the climb. I'm going to cap our climb speed at this 160-ish. Oops, there it is. The altitude is armed and selected. The transition altitude is 6,000 feet. I don't like these sounds, man. They're not terrible, but they're not great. Look, the other ones weren't that great either, but I mean, they were still better than this. I nearly over-torqued the engines there when I brought the anti-ice. Talking to me. Oh. He shouldn't give me a direct, I don't think. He might, but I don't think so. Okay, he did. Direct Nilux, Kilo Juliet Quebec. So we basically just go to direct here, flight plan, Nilux, and activate, and the autopilot should take us straight there. I mean, even the static probes or wicks or whatever you call those things are flickering out in the airstream. I mean, that's insane detail. Flyby, as V1 simulations would say. Beautiful aircraft. I love this paint scheme, this livery. I just don't know what it's for. Like an oil company or something? The landing lights are on the nose wheel, so those can come off, right? Yeah, I think so. Still the recocker lights that are on there. Okay. Slowly but surely. Oh, it's even got a twin engined icon for us. Got a headwind at 30 knots. Not great. Oh, something I didn't do yet, which isn't too late, is to play with the pressurization system. Luckily we were at sea level, so that's fine. We plan on climbing Yeah, that's fine. We can actually leave it at that. I think Ibiza is also basically sea level, so that's also fine. So look for her charts quickly. L-E-I-B. Nope, wrong one. They have so many briefings. Sounds giving me a headache even. Alright, we can go to 2902. Okay, so it's a significantly smaller airport. And we're almost at 11,000 feet. 24 feet, yeah. So we can leave the pressurization system as is. We're not flying very high, so we should not have to worry about pressurization. So we're not even climbing, we're staying at sea level, which is great. No change in pressure. Alright, we're leveling off now. So we're not flying very high.
Palma de Mallorca approach, Eiger 100, buenas tardes, info Charlie abort, inbound Lunik, flight level 262.
Yeah, we can turn all our other bright lights off. The recog can come off. The strobes will keep on. Everything else looks like it should be on. We can turn off the auto feather. What am I missing here? Nothing? Anything? Don't think so. What's the temperature outside? Nice and spacious aircraft. Whoa, that's new. I think they updated this aircraft like a couple months ago. What's this do? Oh. Oh. Can we watch anything on this? Oh, maybe it wasn't new, and I just accidentally opened it for the first time. This thing does not have a toilet.
Palma de Mallorca approach, Eiger 100, buenas tardes, info Delta abort, inbound Lunik, flight level 235.
Make sure we're not over speeding. What little caution am I getting here? Go to feather. It wants it on. Okay. Alright, I think we sped up enough here. So just come back. Actually, we don't even need to come back on anything here. We're good. I'm gonna come back on the propeller here. I'm gonna go to 1650, I think would be better. The torque will come back to about 90. There is a prop sync. I'm sitting here thinking, am I prop sync? So even this thing is spinning slightly because the prop's out of sync. So we're 30 miles away from Nelox. So now would be a great time to get the rest of the charts going here. So we'll get rid of LIPA to reduce the clutter. I gotta order food at some point. This is my local time. (9A) for the parking info. There you are. And then we need the arrival procedure, Nelox. I wonder if he covers Ibiza. Probably not. We said Nelox or November. And we're gonna aim for, we could probably do an RNAV approach, I guess. Oh, they don't have one. Interesting. So it's gonna be runway 24, Alice Zulu. Flyby. There's Palma behind us. And there we're cruising. Still that 30 knot headwind in front of us. No traffic near us. Is this thing going to give me the VR DMEs or not? 1178. Let's try. Why does it not work anymore? It's very annoying. Alright, we're going to have to use you then. Nearest airport. You. Okay, we're 44 miles away from the airport. What? He locked off this approach control. He didn't even say anything. I'm waiting for him to tell me... Tell him when I'm ready for descent. 'Cause I think I may be ready for descent. There's the island of Ibiza in the distance. I think we can start our descent. This is a very weird, snaky route. And we'll start a descent, whatever we can get. Why's my DH set so high? Put it down to 200. Arbitrary value for now because it's not IMC for where we're going. So, anyways, let's start the descent. Let's see here. What's our final approach altitude? 2,000. Make it 3,000 initially, and we'll hit VS select and bring her down. Better to use the 2D panel for the autopilot function in this sense of that's not the autopilot. Oh, no ways. There's someone doing an exam right in my home airport. The night I decide to freaking fly over Europe. Right, we need to push the nose down a little bit more. Guess we're going back to the Unicom. Okay, we gotta come way back on the power here. Bit of a knee-jerk reaction as I forgot to check our airspeed. So I'm looking at this guy, making sure this needle doesn't cross that needle, the barber pole. Do not want to overspeed. So not many people are going to be broadcasting with their voice. They'll be using text because most, I guess, understandably, most people that do not have English as their first language are not comfortable verbalizing their position reports, so they text it. Bit frustrating because the voice option is fairly new, and would be nice if everyone could use it. Ibiza traffic, King Air Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec is overhead Neelux descending through 7,000 feet for the LS approach runway 24 Ibiza traffic. Okay, so this is where we're going to take a shortcut. Let's just keep this out. Make sure I'm not going to bump into anyone. And I think we're going to go straight to Chislu. So once again, direct to Chislu. Trying to bypass this whole queue because there's no queue. I should get the new QNH, as well as turn on my bright lights again. So we'll use our backup ATIS frequency.
Lima, Echo, India, Bravo, airport information, Whiskey 1630, Zulu, weather, wind 228 at 14, visibility 10,000, sky condition, few clouds at 1,800, temperature 162.13, QNH 1014, advise on initial contact.
That's 29094. So just that. Come back a bit more on the power here. Just do 3,000. It's 3,000 set. Selected or armed. I forgot this thing actually has seatbelt signs, but I feel like they should always be left on in an aircraft like this. Yeah. I hope the ortho works. Oh wait, ortho actually comes with the scenery, I think, with the airport. So this satellite imagery I did not add. This satellite imagery would have come with the airport. Alright, we're leveling off at 3,000. Probably should put in our ILS information. 1095. .242 is the final approach course. Wrong buttons. Alright, we should be lining up with the airport now. Or the runway. 17 miles away. I'm gonna reset the heading bug there by pushing this button in. Slow to 180. Thinking now I actually want to do a flight in Cape Town just to give that guy some traffic. So maybe do it in IFIS 2020. So at this power setting and us being level, okay, I think it's, okay, we're just over 180, which is fine. We can maybe come back a little bit more on the power. And I'm going to go on to heading hold here. And we're going to change the nav source to the localizer. And that was what again? 242. It's close. Yeah, we can go over to localizer. So, okay, see the nav mode here. That should line us up with the runway. And we're going to keep allowing the speed to drop. Oh, I think we're good for now. We'll keep it like this. Turn off the prop sync now. Glide slope's alive, so we're going to go ahead and hit the approach button. So the glide slope symbol is white, not yet green because we haven't captured it yet, so it's a standby mode. I'm not going to touch the power setting yet because we are getting a bit slow, but we're about to point the nose down, so that will cancel out eventually. Ibiza traffic, King Air, Echo Charlie, Kilo, Juliet, Quebec is on a 10-mile final for runway 24. Ibiza traffic. Okay. So unlike an airliner, we don't want to be, I mean, airliners try also not to bring the wheels out too early. It's very inefficient to be flying with your wheels flaps down when you're nowhere near the airport. But yeah, I mean, right now, an airliner would have probably almost 50% of its flaps lowered, and the wheels might be coming down in the next minute or so, but we're going to hold off on all of that for now because we're a smaller aircraft and we'll decelerate a lot easier. So we can keep the aircraft streamlined for a little bit longer as we descend down to the runway. I'm also worried about not being able to slow down. Okay, there we go. We'll come back on the power completely. We're struggling to slow down. Okay, there we go. So we're going to bring the prop levers full. And we're going to bring, well, how far are we? We're about 5 miles still to go. I'll hold off on the wheels for now. So basically we are almost gliding. The engine power levers are all the way back. Alright, we're good for the first notch of oh, actually what I didn't do yet was put in our landing performance information here. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Why are you doing this? They added too much stuff here. There's landing. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna set. Boom. I don't know what our landing weight is. Oh, there's the actual weight. Yeah, that's fine.
1,000 feet minimum.
Okay, 1,000 feet to go. So let's start configuring. Ooh, there's a nice harbor. So, flaps to approach. Not flaps up, flaps to approach. And gear down. starting to slow down really quickly now with the wheels out. We're going to put our bright lights on here, landing lights, and where's the auto ignition can come on, and the engine anti-ice can come on, and the last bit of flaps can come down. I come bring up
Approaching 2-4.
power here for the engine so we don't stall. There we go. That's our landing speed. 2 whites and 2 red lights. Oh, this looks beautiful. Great scenery. Check at that. Actually want to fly the helicopter now, looking around here. I think we're going to go support our brother there in Cape Town. Alright, we're going to come off on the autopilot here. Minimums land. Wheels down, flaps down, lights as they should be. Power levers are full forward. I didn't put the go around information into the autopilot, but whatever. And we're down. Coming down in the reverse. Nah, that doesn't sound right. Coming out of reverse.
40 knots.
Nah, the original sounded better, man. Check, the differential is 0, so we can go ahead and open up the windows for some air and for some better sound effects. Why do I not see any taxi lines here? Maybe I'm not meant to fake it on this one. It's in the reverse direction. Oh well. So flaps coming up. Reset the trim. Ibiza traffic, King Air Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec is clear runway 24 on, where was it? Foxtrot, right? Yeah. Piece of traffic, King Air Echo Charlie Kilo Juliet Quebec, clear up 24 on Foxtrot taxi to general aviation. Ibiza traffic. So, where would general aviation be? There it would be. We're on Foxtrot. Well, would you look at that? We're right here. Right where we need to be, but before we continue, turn off all the systems we don't need. I never ended up using the weather radar. Autopilot's off, we are depressurized. All the heating systems can come off. Landing lights, taxis can stay on, recogs can come off, strobes can come off. No longer need the auto ignitions. We can keep the anti-ice on, the auto feather can come off. And flaps are up. Okay. No one's coming left or right. According to this thing, GA is on our right. straight ahead. Why do they put the frickin' tower views inside the walls? Park right here by the fire station. What's the engines doing, man? This guy messed up my engines, the sound pack. I have to reinstall this thing. And I didn't make a backup for this thing. Because I thought, all I do is just unzip it from the original package, but that's not going to work because the original package does not include the GPS units. And this was a mission to get right. Anyways. And we've arrived. Why are we walking so slow? Okay, we'll just shoot through here. I'm in the... And we're free! At Ibiza. Not a bad touchdown. Right, thanks again for anyone that may be watching or may have joined for the stream. I appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one. For now, goodbye.